Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. I have a question for you. And this is a real question. I'm being as honest can get. In the comment section, I'd like you to answer this. Is Google, or do you believe that Google, no, you know what, flat out, is Google in the tank for Barack Obama, President Obama? and all the Democrats for that matter, are, you know, is Google a left-wing organization, kind of like Soros, George Soros? I mean, you know, he clearly always supports left-wing ideology, and a lot of times real hardcore left-wing communist type ideology. But is Google on that level? Do they play in the same playground as George Soros? I guess that's kind of the question I'm asking here. You know, to help answer that though, I've decided to do a little homework with you. I'm actually at the news section of YouTube. Yeah, you know, which, if you know anything about YouTube, you know that this section has been broken for a very, very long time, to the point where I just wonder if it isn't by design. And I'll get to that in a minute. Let's take a look real quick, though. You've got, when you come to the Google news section, you've got world leaders gather for Rio Earth Summit. It's got the usual ship of fools that show up to those events. Greece's new government divides public opinion. Okay, and then you've got Syrian shelling and violence in Roston and Homs. Yeah, Homs, I don't know. Scroll down. Now you only have 3 pages to look at here under top news. There is no longer any other way to you know, and I know I've covered this with you before, but there's no longer any way to filter any of this. You get top news according to Google, and that's really it. Now remember, this is an election year. Okay, so under top news, the first thing I have here is something in Arabic that I just really have no idea. And then this here is, I'm guessing, I don't know, I guess it's Greek. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea what any of these languages are because I don't speak any of them at all. Clearly this is some kind of I don't know, some kind of Arabic Farsi or something. I think this is probably Greek. Maybe it's Russian. I have no idea. Now I do get, by the way, local news, Toledo, Ohio. This is great. So I can check that out, which, you know, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. The local news is cool. Now on the right-hand side, it's got popular around the web. Okay, popular around the web. Let me move this over just a little bit for you so you can see that. Popular around the web. Okay. Now I'm assuming that's popular around the web according to Google. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. So looking through this, yeah, it's some kind of a workout video. Oh, we got ISA peddled conspiracy theory at NRA convention. Called Fast and Furious, you know what? Let's see here. Called Fast and Furious, an attack on the Second Amendment. All right, well, since the rest of them don't look to be relevant to United States news, I'm going to go ahead and click on that one because it's, after all, popular around the web. So let's click that and see what the story is with that. Okay, let me move this back over for you. Well, there's ISA. He's my guy. I like ISA. It's cool. So far, so good. Let's see. I'm a little concerned about the. Let me mute that. A little concerned about the headline. ISA peddled conspiracy theory at NRA convo. Called Fast and Furious, an attack on the Second Amendment. The peddled word kind of throws me off a little bit. It doesn't seem very, I just don't. Oh, what's this? Rightwingwatch.org. You know, that sounds familiar. Can't quite put my finger on it though. Rightwingwatch.org. 308 views. 6 likes, 4 dislikes. 6 likes and 4 dislikes. This is popular around the web? I've got videos that have more views than this. Of course, mine are, as you know, conservative leaning. Interesting. How many comments does this puppy have? 43 comments. Respectable, but not what I would call a blockbuster. Definitely not the kind of numbers that How the World Works gets, for sure. Okay. Well, let's see what we can find out about this rightwing.org. There is a link here, rightwingwatch.org. Okay, well, let's click it, because I'm sure it's a completely fair and balanced. Oh, rightwing.org. People for the American Way. Now that even sounds more familiar to me. Isn't that a George Soros outfit? Speak out against intolerance. Okay, well, let's see here. Lots of stuff that looks to be anti-religious. Links to, I don't know, crooks and liars. Let's see here. That could be a link to a Democrat site. Hate Watch. Oh, a link to Huffington Post. Let's see. Do they link to any of the conservative blogs? No. I don't see any Drudge. I don't see any big government. Any the Breitbart sites. No, pretty much left-wing stuff here. So, popular around the web. Let's go back to that video. 308 views, which it could be frozen at that, but I don't think so, because 6 likes and 4 dislikes. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and add to the dislikes right now. So we got 5 dislikes. Kind of interesting, isn't it? So let's go back to browse. Okay, and let's go back to news. Alright, so the only thing that Google managed to have on here was foreign news in and local news, I'll give them that, local news. Foreign news in one video dealing with a left-wing, Soros-funded website. So, back to my question. Back to the original question. Is Google in the tank for Obama and the Democrats? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if the only news that we're going to get on YouTube is what I've just showed you, we're in trouble. This is an election year. Google needs to be on top of their game. I always I always expect and then I guess in some strange way accept that your Googles and your MSNBCs and your NBCs and CBSs and CNNs, I always, I kind of accept that they're going to be, for the most part, left-wing nuts. That left-wing nuts. But I think that, when you're the de facto leader in any kind of genre, for example, YouTube is the de facto standard for video sharing, video networking, or social networking on the internet. They're it. They really are it. To the point where they're the equivalent of Microsoft Windows in the PC world or the computer world. Seriously, Apple has its place, but it's a very, very small place. So I think that we need to expect more from Google. As a conservative, I really do think that we need to start pushing this a bit. I mean, otherwise, do we just completely accept the fact that Google is going to be in the tank for the Democrats? Is that the way it's going to work? There's no positive news right now going on about Barack Obama, really at all. Everything out there is horrible. His numbers are tanking. He's, in fact, today, I believe he was declared the underdog in this race. Now, it wasn't all that long ago when the media wasn't exactly pushing that story. So there's no positive news to be had at all. So I guess there's really no incentive for Google to straighten out their news section at all. What would be the incentive? I guess the best they feel that they can do is to peddle some left-wing nonsense, calling it something popular around the web, when it had, six favored, or not even favorite. I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about. You know, had a little over 300 views. I mean, I don't even, you know, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. You know, and I know a lot of YouTubers that, you know, I think, to be honest with you, if they really looked at their channels and looked at what Google was considering popular on the web, they just shake their head. It'd be a real facepalm moment. It's a facepalm moment for me, if you want to know the truth. You know, I mean, why doesn't Google promote any of our channels? I don't want to say my, well, you know, I will say my channel. Why isn't, on the news section, why, if they're calling that nonsense that I just showed you popular around the web, mine's every bit as popular than that, and I will actually argue that it's more popular than that. You know, why aren't we seeing Lee Durham, How the World Works? He's got 40,000 subscribers. He puts up a video, gets a lot of views. Drinking with Bob. I mean, you know, he's more libertarian than anything else, but why isn't that popular around the web? He crushes in the numbers. So, you know what? The only thing we can find is some left-wing Soros-funded website, you know, pushed video. I mean, you know, seriously? And stuff that you can't really get into because you can't speak the language? I mean, what's going on here? You know, I mean, I don't know, you know, I know that more than one of you have accused me of being a conspiracy nut, but, you know, I guess if there's no good news to report about Brock, then there's absolutely no reason to have a news section that's worth a shit. I mean, other than that, I can't think of what's going on here. Anyway, I'm rambling on way too long, but in the comment section, let me know. I mean, do you think that, you know, because a while back, I don't know how many of you know this or not, but a while back there was a big stink about how Google was suppressing conservative views on the internet in general. You know, because listen, they control search of the internet. I mean, they are, not only are they the de facto standard when it comes to video social networking, they are the standard for search. They're it. So, not all that long ago, they were actually accused of manipulating their search to, you know, suppress the conservative thought. You know, and I just, you know, it's shameful. You know, when you think about, there was a time, not all that long ago, when Google was still young and idealist. Of course, they were never conservative, but they did have a motto. Now they say it was something that was thrust on them. It wasn't something they came up with, but the motto was something to the effect of "Do no evil." And I got to be honest with you. It seems to me that everything Google does anymore is evil. Everything, whether it's in China or here. I mean, it's sad. You know, I used to own Google stock. I wish I wouldn't have sold it, because I would love to show up at one of the shareholder meetings, the annual meeting, and just start bitching. I mean, just start bitching. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I'm over 13 minutes. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully, you know, hopefully you were somewhat into this. It's just, you know, it's just frustrating. It just really is, because I'm a news junkie. It's just really frustrating when I go to the news section and I can't even get the news. I can't search for anything. I can't filter any of the news. You know, I miss the old days. I really, really do. I miss the old days where you could go to the news section and search by most viewed, most favored, most responded to, and my favorite, which was most commented. I miss those days, because that's when things were really happening in the news section. And other than that, I mean, other than, you know, one of you telling one of your friends or one of your subscribers about, you know, Colonel Richard Hunter's channel, you know, the networking that we do, other than that, we're screwed. That's all we have. That's why I've always said that we've got to help one another. Because if we don't help one another, you know, Google isn't going to help us. You know? I mean, anyway, I could go on and on about this. In the comment section, let me know, do you think that Google is in the tank for the Democrats and Obama? You know, so, and, oh, and you know what the hell, while we're at it, what do you think about Obama's new underdog status? Everybody take care, see ya.